what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well guys, what we're going to do is take a look at a part that I ordered from Wish.com. It's an imitation Raptor-style charging handle. It's not actually made by Raptor, at least I don't think it is. And just kind of check it out and see how well it functions, see if it falls apart, see if it breaks when we actually go to use it. The thing is, a lot of these charging handles are starting to pop up on Wish.com, and it's amazing how cheap they are. I mean, this looks essentially like a Raptor. It's not obviously the real thing, but at $15 I definitely had to find out. Now, I just want to say right now, when it comes to defending your life, I don't recommend that you skimp on parts, that you get only the highest quality parts your budget can afford. For example, I've got a Bravo company charging handle in this Bear Creek Arsenal AR-15, which is a very inexpensive AR-15, but has proven itself to be very reliable. So again, this is one of those things where you're basically using this at your own risk. So what I think we're going to do is go ahead and just do a little comparison of the Bravo company charging handle to this charging handle, and we'll mention some of the features and the function and the materials, and we'll go from there. And then we'll just do a functionality test to see if this thing even works and see if it's going to break or if it's going to function well. I did order it from Wish.com, and I paid about 15 bucks. I think it was delivered, maybe 16 delivered, and it took, I don't know, maybe about 3 to 4 weeks to get here. A lot of times it can take 6 to 8 weeks because a lot of this stuff is getting sent directly from China. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two charging handles and just see if it looks like it's worth it. All right, so here we go. Alright guys, so this is a bit of an apples to oranges comparison, but just so you can see that this charging handle does, fall within the size that would be necessary and dimensions to essentially function in your AR-15. When I put it on the scale, the BCM Gunfighter charging handle weighed in a little over an ounce, about 1.25 ounces. The generic Raptor-style charging handle weighed in a little under an ounce. It does feel significantly lighter. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an actual Raptor handle to compare it to, but just looking at the design, the build, I mean, there's something that you're going to see in common with most of your charging handles out there in the market today. What sold me on the Gunfighter was the ambidextrous design, and at the time there really weren't any decent generic charging handles out there that I could score for a good price, and so I ended up paying around $80 for this Gunfighter charging handle. And again, it's one of those things where you pay for what you get. This one is made from 7075 forged T6 aluminum. It does have a hard spec anodized finish. This one, it just simply says made from aluminum with a blackened finish, so it's really hard telling how well this thing is going to hold up. It doesn't feel flimsy. It looks like it's made out of, if it's machined or poured or molded or whatever. It appears to be made out of a decent material. It doesn't feel flimsy at all, even though technically it's listed as an airsoft part, so go figure. And again, the mechanism itself feels relatively smooth. It's got some really nice tight springs, and it does work obviously from both sides. You can see both of the levers moving. Again, this thing has just been spectacular. The BCM Gunfighter charging handle has been wonderful, and so just kind of appearing, just looking at them, there's a possibility that this could be made from inferior materials. So we'll run it through and cycle it a couple times and see if it has any problems, and go from there. But on the outside, it appears that it's going to be just as functional. Now again, like I said, if you got the money, you always want to go for the better parts if you can afford it, but not everybody's got $85 to drop on a charging handle, but you might have 15 bucks. So again, a lot of people buy these. Am I saying you should go out and buy them? No, obviously use at your own risk, like I've said before, but if you don't have an option, you don't have a choice, you're doing an inexpensive build, and you just want something to kind of play around with, there's definitely nothing wrong with trying. All right, so let's go ahead and put this in the Bear Creek Arsenal AR-15 and just see if it functions. Okay guys, so we'll go ahead and take the bull carrier group and just go ahead and put that in there and see how well the generic charging handle works. Now I haven't cleaned it, I haven't lubricated it at all. Not that that's really have much of a difference on the effects. Okay, so it does go right in how it's supposed to. It does lock into place. If you hear a little more noise, again, it's because it doesn't have any kind of CLP or any kind of REM oil on it at all. Go ahead and put our bull carrier group in there. Okay, it does lock into place. It's always a good sign. Again, we can show you that the firearm is clear. Okay. One thing I noticed about it, I really do like that extra leverage that you get, just like on that ambidextrous BCM setup. It's nice to know that if you had to do a weak hand charge, you could do that if necessary. It has no problems. It locks where it's supposed to on the rear of the upper receiver. Seems to be good. Let's go ahead and cycle it a couple times. All right, so no problems at all. No problems whatsoever. All right, so now the question is, should you even bother? Should you even try? Like I said, this may need to be put through its paces, and I'm definitely going to, it's actually going to be going into my AR-15 pistol. I'm not going to leave it in my primary firearm, my primary rifle. Not that I don't trust it, it's just I want to test it out a little bit and see how well it works. But again, when it comes to stuff like this, you know, I'm always in favor of buying the real deal. It's the third time I've said that now. But, you know, a person could probably do fairly well and save a little bit of money, so that's it. So there you go, guys. That is the generic Wish.com charging handle. Like I said, it doesn't quite have the same heft as the VCM part, but they're not exactly the same part. And so at some point, maybe I can do a head-to-head with an actual Raptor charging handle and go from there. So that's it. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today, just checking out this generic part test. And guys, if you like what you see, please like or subscribe. And you can check me out over on Facebook and Twitter. I'm also on gunchannels.com with a Saturday morning podcast called Caliber Corner. And you can support the channel on patreon.com/TravisP11. So anyway, guys, I thank you for joining me today. And I got a lot more videos coming at you. The weather's been beautiful, so I've been getting out to the range, putting out all kinds of material. You should be seeing a new video from me about every 3 days or so. So in the meantime, guys, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys. Goodbye.